Melbourne, 1976. In the dead of night, masked shadows slip through silent hallways. Moments later, gunshots echo, alarms shriek, and nearly $2 million in cash vanishes without a trace. Police are left baffled, the city gripped by fear. This is the story of the Great Bookie Robbery. The Victorian Club was an unassuming building tucked behind Melbourne's bustling racetracks, frequented by bookmakers who stashed their week's takings in its supposedly impregnable counting room. But on an April afternoon, 6 men, armed, meticulous, and utterly ruthless, descended on the club, executing a heist that would become the stuff of legend. Led by career criminal Raymond "Chuck" Bennett, the gang included seasoned safecracker Norman Lee and a cast of hardened underworld figures. They spent weeks planning, studying the club's routines, timing the comings and goings of staff, and identifying the weak points in security. The day of the crime, the robbers arrived disguised as tradesmen. They moved with silent precision, subduing employees at gunpoint. Staff were threatened, bound, and forced to the ground as the gang hauled sack after sack of cash from the fortress-like vault. Outside, the city moved on, oblivious to the terror unfolding behind closed doors. Inside, panic simmered. The masked men's voices were harsh, their threats chilling. They worked quickly, knowing police response could be swift. Yet, they finished in under an hour, leaving the club ransacked, terrified witnesses in their wake, and a staggering sum, nearly $2 million missing. When the alarm finally sounded, law enforcement descended on the scene. Detectives found only chaos, scattered banknotes, traumatized employees, and not a single trace of the robbers. No fingerprints, no reliable descriptions. The bookies, a powerful force in Melbourne's underworld, demanded answers, and rumors began to fly. Was it an inside job? Were corrupt cops involved? The city's criminal fraternity buzzed with speculation. The investigation stalled almost immediately. Each lead faded into nothing, even with massive pressure from both police and the bookmaking community. The perfect crime had been pulled off with military precision. As fear and suspicion festered, revenge became a real possibility. Rival gangs whispered of retribution, and some suspects began to disappear under violent circumstances. Yet, as weeks turned into months, not a single member of the gang was arrested, and the fortune remained lost. The Great Bookie Robbery had shaken Melbourne to its core, and the masterminds were still at large. Despite one of the largest manhunts in Australian history, not a cent of the stolen fortune was ever officially recovered. Alleged members of the gang met grisly fates. Several were murdered in underworld reprisals, others vanished without a trace. No one was ever convicted for the heist. The club's victims were left haunted, and Melbourne's criminal landscape was forever changed, shrouded in suspicion and fear. So did the perfect crime really pay off? Or did the masterminds simply vanish into the shadows they came from? What do you think happened to the missing millions?